You're the longest reigning heavyweight champion in UFC history.
Yeah, nothing's going to change.
But in so many ways, it always feels like you're still an underdog. You know, whether it's the press, whether it's Dana, whether it's rankings, whatever the case may be. Do you feel like you're being underrated once again?
Yeah, I'm used to it, man. Listen, dude, everyone talks about DC being undefeated heavyweight. One guy that lost to Jon Jones. You know, guess what? He's going to lose to me, too. So, nothing against DC, you know, but at the end of the day, I'm not giving this thing up. I sacrifice way too hard. You know, it's not just me, though. It's my family, my wife, my mom, my friends, my coaches. They have put so much time and effort into me, too. Make me have this dream come true. Why am I give it up? I ain't giving this up.
You've been heavyweight champion for a while now. What's the best part about being UFC heavyweight champion?
Good question. That's a great question. I don't know. I just being a champ, you know, getting your goal. You know, something I was striving for so long. I got it finally. You know, just being there. You know, just having that fulfilling, being satisfied. I'm not satisfied yet, but like just getting where I needed to be. Now I just keep it going. You know, I love it.
There's all the talk about pound-for-pound rankings in the sport, but I think when I came up here in January, about just being the baddest man on the planet, there's something about the heavyweight division and that all the pound-for-pound rankings, all that kind of chatter, is it special knowing that you are the baddest man on the planet? Weight classes aside, pound-for-pound rankings aside, that's got to be special being the heavyweight champion.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And like I said, though, it's just something someone said, you know, just like a thing that goes with you, you know, and I think, you know, it's cool, but listen, I'm here to win. I like winning, and I'm not going to lose.
When you talk about, you know, challenges, but your ultimate goal is to provide for your family. You got a daughter on the way. It's a daughter, right? Yep. You got a daughter on the way. Baby's going to be born soon after the fight. That's your primary goal, providing for your family.
This means nothing.
Is it better to have a fight like this that's bigger? I mean, let's be honest. There's going to be more attention paid to this fight because it's a super fight. You're probably going to get paid more on the back end, pay-per-view, things like that. Is that always better for you in terms of magnitude, just knowing that you're going to be able to take care of your family in a better way because there's so much hype around the fight?
100%. I'm here to, you know, it's all I care about is just taking care of my daughter, you know, and my wife. Make sure that they take care of, you know, it's the life I chose. You know, I'm also a fireman, also. I'm a fireman also. But listen, you know, but I love what I do. You know, getting paid is also a bonus, but I love what I do. I love the training aspect. I love the fighting aspect. I love the competition aspect. I love, you know, everything about it. It's amazing, and I don't want to give it up.
How nervous are you about fatherhood? Are you nervous? Are you excited?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely nervous. You know, I want nothing but the best for her. You know, I feel terrible when she goes on dates because you know, she probably won't be dating until she's like 35, so it'll be good.
How is your wife handling everything? I mean, she's got the baby on the way,
she's a champ.
She got a big fight.
She's awesome. She's awesome. She's good. I'm very lucky to have her in my life. You know, I feel like John Volante's touching me right now. Is it John Volante? It is John. Ew, you smell so bad. Did you brush your teeth this morning? No,
a little inappropriate groping here.
Right, that's what he does. No, I'm just very lucky to have her in my life. She does so much for me, and she, you know, puts up with a lot, you know, just because of what I do, and you know, I'm doing the best I can for her too. You know, being pregnant, and you know, I want, you know, just make sure she's good to go, and I'm very lucky to have her in my life. She's a very special woman.
Are you able to balance it? You know, you've done the balancing act for a while in terms of your career as a firefighter and obviously your career as a fighter. How do you balance that knowing now you're going to have a family as well? I mean, you've always had a wife, but I mean, in terms of like having a daughter, like, how do you balance those kind of things in terms of making sure you're putting the work in for the fight career, making sure you're not forgetting about your firefighting career, but always having time for your daughter and having time for your wife?
Just my mom, you know, my mom's been, you know, she always does that. She's always busy, you know, but she always finds time for everything, and that's what I do. You know, I love staying busy, you know, but you know, eventually it's going to slow down. It's going to be great. I'm going to enjoy my daughter, you know, enjoy my wife, enjoy my family, and go do fun things.
Every time I come up here and I talk to you, I talk about being the pride of Cleveland. Unfortunately, the Cavaliers had a tough NBA Finals this year. Indians are doing what they're doing. How much pride do you carry in being Cleveland's hometown champ in terms of, you know, carrying that banner for Cleveland? You've always done that, but I know Cleveland's a very proud town, very sports town. How proud are you to be Cleveland's champion?
It's great. You know, I'm just happy to see us something to be proud of. You know, the city's amazing, such loyalty, and just I'm very lucky to have them, you know, as supporters.
I know 100% focus is on Daniel Cormier, so I kind of know the answer I'm going to get, but I'm asking anyway.
Brock Lesnar.
Well, hold on. Let me get to it first. There was a lot of talk going in this fight. I'm sure you saw the tweets the other day, probably, about, you know, Jon Jones was kind of tweeting at Stipe, at DC, kind of messing with him when they said, if DC wins, is he the GOAT? Is he the greatest of all time? And Jones kind of came back and said, really? Like, you know, I beat him twice. I've said for years one of my dream fights would be you and Jon Jones. Now, here's the question. I know you're focusing on DC, but after this fight, people will say, what about Curtis Blades? What about, this guy, that guy? But would it mean more to you and your legacy to get a guy like a Jon Jones, like you are with DC, where it's like a super fight, a guy that's never been beaten in a certain weight class? Would that be a fight that you would be interested in?
Yeah, listen, I'll fight anyone, honestly. But like, right now, all I care about is July 7th. That's my main focus. And I'll worry about that. After that, then my fight is, taking care of my daughter, making sure she, I raise her right, and then, worry about all that after. But just worry about July 7th right now.
But is there something to be said about, the money fight? Because this is a way you provide for your family. And you mentioned Brock Lesnar. I know, again, Brock Lesnar's not your focus, but isn't there something to be said about those being bigger fights?
Of course. But like I said, all I care about is July 7th. That's it. Don't worry about that.
What is your schedule going to look like this year? Because, you fought in January. That was very short notice.
It's a good question. I have no idea, honestly. Like right now, July 7th, I know I keep being repetitive, but I'm not worried about how many times I fight anymore. All I care about is July 7th, and after that, we'll figure it out. Definitely taking some time off after this fight, though, to enjoy my family.
Yeah. What is your relationship like with Dana White right now?
He's my boss. What do we do?
How was it being on the show with him for 6 weeks?
Yeah, I didn't see him every day, so it was all good. He was fine, cordial. Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you too.
No animosity?
No. Yeah. I have other things to worry about.
I know with the Francis fight, there was so much attention being paid to him. This fight, it feels like you and DC are both getting a lot of attention. Have you felt that? I know we're just days away now, and obviously still got to do Embedded, which is the Stipe Miocic show, things like that. But have you felt like the promotion has been better for this fight for you in terms
definitely.
of you?
100%. The UFC's been doing great. Listen, I'm happy. I'm not complaining. Listen, but whatever they want to do, they're going to do. I can't worry about it. I'm here to fight. That's what I do. I'm a fighter. I'm not a promoter.